I decided to move into chartered accounts. Because of my interest in accounting, I took BCom. Started working for a college as a computer operator. Assuming future with data is really amazing. So I decided to move into data roles.
For the interviews, didn't they raise any kind of concern on your academic background?
But everyone, irrespective of their background, can achieve everything if they wish.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Learning Bridge. I hope you guys are doing good and staying safe. So again, I am back with really amazing and super inspirational, super motivational podcast for all the aspiring data engineers. And honestly, you guys were asking for this kind of podcast where someone moved from the commerce domain to data engineering and you asked for it. Here is your podcast. So in today's podcast, we will be having a really great discussion with a guy who actually moved from the commerce domain to data engineering. He did complete his BCom and now he is working as a data engineer. He just joined a company. So this is going to be full of motivation because if he can do it, then there is no time to make any kind of excuse. From this day itself, after watching this podcast, you need to feel motivated, get up and fight for your dreams. And he will explain everything about his journey from commerce to data engineering, his preparation, his strategy, how did he work on data engineering related things. So make sure you watch this podcast till the very end. And this guy definitely deserves some really great appreciation. Make sure put your thoughts, put your opinions in the comment section. Appreciate this guy and his journey, his hustle, and make sure to like this video in really big numbers. I am definitely expecting 5,000 likes on this video so that this kind of motivational story can reach to maximum number of aspiring data engineers, and you can do that. And if you're liking such type of amazing content and podcasts, then make sure to hit the subscribe and press the notification icon as well. And thanks to CrioDo for sponsoring this video. CrioDo is a kind of platform which believes in learning by doing, and recently they have launched their new initiative for those folks who are really interested in the testing profile, and that program is basically mastering QA automation skills by professional work like tech projects on their platform. So on CrioDo platform, you learn with practical work experience similar to your real world job. And here you can see all the important details. And after completing this program, you will walk away with some really cool projects on your resume, real world work experience, and a really cool GitHub portfolio, which will actually stand out your application from the crowd. And that is not the end. In this program, you will be having a assured placement guarantee as well, up to 5 to 20 lakhs per annum job in the testing domain. So 1 week free trial is available. You can check the course, everything, every doubt, and you will definitely love it for sure. And assured scholarship will be there after the trial. And if you will use a special link which is in the description, you will get extra 10% discount on their QA automation program. So don't miss this opportunity. Use the link in the description and also check the free trial. Alright, so thank you so much, Fayaz, for joining my podcast. And honestly, I'm very much excited, very happy to have you on my channel. And guys, you were requesting for this kind of podcast where someone moved into data engineering from commerce background. And here we have Fayaz with us. So Fayaz, it would be really great if you can introduce yourself to the audience and little bit about your academic background.
Yes, Shashank. Thank you so much. Really happy joining with you in your podcast. My name is 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗰𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 I am from Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh, and I did graduation in the stream of commerce in 2020 December from Sri Krishna University. And after my graduation, I took full stack development course in CCBP 4.0. In the present, I am data engineer at Srijan Technologies. So that's it about myself, Risha.
Whole conversation is going to be really exciting, and I would request you to give a like to this video in a really big number so that this amazing story can reach to all aspiring data engineers so that they can also feel motivated. If Fayaz can do this, then they guys can also do that. So Fayaz, moving on to the next question, you are a commerce graduate and completed your BCom in 2020. Now you have moved into tech profile, which is data engineering, and honestly, it is unbelievable. So what happened during your college life, after college life, and why were you really interested to move into the tech part?
So usually right after my intermediate, that is from MEC, Maths, Economics and Commerce, I decided to move into chartered accounts. But it's a really big financial problem in my family. So I joined a degree in my local college. Because of my interest in accounting, I took BCom because nobody guided me into tech field at that time. While pursuing degree, usually I did bookkeeping as a part-time, where I observed that there is always a routine work, right? So I started working for a college as a computer operator, where I learned MS Office as well. and I never gone to college actually. Completed my studies in home only itself with around 80% in academics. Right after my graduation, I decided to move into technical field. Actually, you said before, which is impossible to me and impossible to every commerce graduate. Even I don't know, Shashank, how software domains are, what they do, and how we can jump into technical fields. Then I started exploring, get to know basic knowledge about software engineering roles. So I decided to join into MCA and I inquired a few seniors about MCA. But everyone discouraged me to joining MCA because they given me several examples of their personal experience. Because by going through commerce, it's a very difficult in interviews. Like, why did you join MCA apart from you are a commerce student, like that. So later I came to see just like you guys in LinkedIn as well, and some more guys, and get inspired really well, and I got seat in 𝗗𝗂𝗃𝗀 University, and I joined as an MCA student. But actually I dropped because of my personal reasons.
Honestly speaking, like, your story is a kind of hope to everyone who think that they are into a very very different domain and they cannot move into tech, and especially from commerce or arts to tech. This is unbelievable stuff, and hats off to your hustle. And at the moment, whenever people discouraged you regarding the courses like MC or anything, probably they were wrong, and even you proved them wrong.
Yes.
So guys,
Yes,
one
yes.
comment and one appreciation for Fayaz in the comments, because his journey is really amazing, and I'm pretty sure you guys can also feel that. So moving on to next question, Fayaz, and that is, like, after completing BCom, so how did you start exploring tech jobs, and how did you figure out that data engineering is a good fit for you?
Actually, Shashank, right after my graduation, I went to 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗃 in 𝗗𝗶𝘀, and on an occasion, I met my friends who joined in CCBP. CCBP is a full stack development course, so he encouraged me to join into that. I researched about it and I found it genuine, so I joined into CCBP and I took full stack development course in that. I spent nearly 6 months in learning, but the big dilemma here is role, which profile I can join. So after that, I watched your videos in YouTube and few more, and learned big data and ETL and those roadmaps there. And I researched about the data as well, because data is everywhere and everything around us, right?
Yeah.
So there is a news like in upcoming years, data can cross zettabytes, right? So assuming future with data is really amazing. So I decided to move into data roles. Luckily, company started hiring for freshers as well. It's a very good news for watchers also. It's really good for freshers as well. In CCBP, few data engineering roles came, so I applied there and I given interviews and I selected for Citizen Technologies as data engineer.
I am also very very happy for you, Fayaz, that you made that decision, and this is the most crucial point, and this is the most important part as well, because I have received lots of queries where people are so much confused that which job profile they should actually choose. And the way you actually decided for your career, you prioritize your interest, that I am liking the data, I explored, I did my own research. So guys, same thing I would suggest you all as well. If you want to move into data, just don't do it randomly. First do your own research whether your interest is in the data or not, and then the way like Fayaz did, it won't be that difficult even to move from some different profile to the data engineering. You had no prior experience of programming, software development and technical skills because you were coming from a commerce background. So what kind of difficulties did you face during this journey, like moving from commerce to data engineering, and how did you learn programming and other technologies related to the data domain?
Yes, as you said, coming from commerce background, it's always tough to aim IT sector. In that too, data engineering is unreachable. Again, it's a great achievement I did in my life. It's always difficult to non-IT students, but everyone, irrespective of their background, can achieve everything if they wish, right? So, coming to my journey, how did I learn this tech stack? Actually, I joined, like I said before, CCBP 4.0. There they thought full stack development course. First thing I keep myself triggered always is accept without asking why this and that, because these programming languages are very new to us. So we need to accept everything without raising any questions, right? So my curriculum seems like HTML, CSS, and Python, JavaScript, and MySQL, and the main stack as well. Main stack means in the sense MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, and Node.js. So this goes like HTML, CSS for 20 days, and Python for 40 days, and the JavaScript for 50 days, and the MySQL for 20 days, and rest is for main stack. So in CCBP, after every class, there would be coding practices and MCQ practices as well. Mainly, we are building real-world projects like Swiggy clone, search engines, and coming to my projects, I did Wikipedia search application. It is depend on APIs, in fetch of JavaScript. I have used this. And next coming to MySQL, I did authentication and authorization section with help of Node.js and Express.js as well. It's really a great project in my curriculum, in my resume. Next, I did some few more projects like to-do application and banking management project. These things really matter for this generation, Shashank. Projects are really important to get into IT sector. So this is the way I learned this tech stack.
Folks who are in the CS background or IT background, it takes time for them to just work on the programming, like the tech stack related to web development, front end, back end. These things take time, and you coming from very, very different background, and in a short period of time you got a really good grip on it. So that is just like, he's a true inspiration, I must say. How did even companies allow you for the interviews? Because in the job description it is always mentioned, at least for the tech roles, that we need folks from BCA, MCA, BTech, MTech, BSc, CS, or something like that, not even commerce or art something. Okay, so
Yes.
like, how did it happen? Like, how did they even allow you for the interviews? Didn't they raise any kind of concern on your academic background?
Yes, Shashank. Actually, before they want only BTech candidates, like you said now. But nowadays, I seen like companies wanted only skilled and talented individuals. Few companies won't even asking in education backgrounds in interviews, because they want skill, right? They want talented person. But yes, there is, but it depends on company and recruitment team. Probably why non-IT to IT, like these questions, right? Totally depend on skill set coming to interview, and projects is really important in this generation. Like I said before, you need to prepare a strong resume. We need to keep our skill set strong, and we need to keep our projects in our resume. No matter which background you are from, like in my case, I am from commerce, but my tech stack really triggered there. I have interviewed by few big companies like Zoho, TCS, TechIon, Commvault, Atas Intel, Genoti, and few more companies. Now I got placements in Sweden as well. So the two in Zoho, TCS, TechIon, these are from off campuses. Like TechIon, Commvault is really great companies. They too shortlisted me because my tech stack is really good, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and got offers from TCS as system engineer, and futurist technology as data engineer, and CSG, and Sintel, and Srijan Technologies finally as data engineer. I say really there is no education background barrier. It is possible with everyone who willing to accept challenges.
And I'm really happy to hear this, Fayaz. And big shout out to
Yes.
all such companies who don't even care about your academic background, from which stream you are coming. They actually focused on your tech stack, skill sets, projects, and they just interviewed you. So this is really amazing. And again, big shout out to those companies, guys. You can share your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section. Do you think like all the companies like should follow the same pattern, right? If there are companies who just precisely focus on your academic background, CGPA, whether they should remove this thing or not, they should actually focus on the talent, skill sets, right? Just let me know your thoughts in the comments. So moving on to next question, Fayaz, and that is like, as a fresher, what kind of roadmap did you follow for data engineering? Because you were coming from a different background, so for you just getting that crisp roadmap would have been a really important point, else like you wouldn't have understand that in data engineering what all things I need to study. So if you followed something, then can you talk about your step-by-step preparation so that it can help the audience as well?
Anyhow, for data engineering, I know I learned from you guys as well. Basically, for zero knowledge candidates, we definitely need Python, mostly basics and pandas and NumPy. And if you are something better in Python, learn Scala or Java. It's better for data engineering roles. And for databases, primarily you need to learn MySQL or SQL Server, whatever it may be. Most important concepts like joins, windowed functions, ER model, these are very important concepts. For storage, for cloud computing, AWS is nowadays really booming. For storage S3 and for ETL, AWS Glue, and for data warehouse, Redshift, it's really important nowadays. If you have enough time, you could go through this AWS tech stack. And primarily Spark is really important for ETL concept, so it's better you can learn if you have time. First, majorly you need to do mini projects on whichever domain you are going to choose. It's really important to do a mini project. Guidance is really important while doing that. So this is the roadmap I can suggest, Shashank.
You are coming from a like BCom background, although like you got a good expertise on the technical side, but it's still not sure. So can you tell us, based on your interview experiences with different companies, like how many rounds were there, and in each round what kind of things, questions did the companies ask to you?
Yeah, sure, Shashank. For Srijan Technologies, there are total of 3 interview rounds, in which there 2 were technical rounds. There is no coding test in that. Phone screening round is the basic round where they explain about job role and responsibilities and package. And in first technical round, it is around half an hour. They totally focus on my projects. It's a Wikipedia I told before, right? It's a APIs project. And then next they asked about digital marketing, because in my client there is some concept like digital marketing, and SQL joins some problems like left join, inner join problems, and the challenges faced during projects, like these questions in first technical round. Simple round, I say. Next coming to second technical round, it's a 1 hour round where they focus on projects as well, and some SQL questions like super key, candidate key, and the window functions, normalization, really important concept in SQL databases, normalization, denormalization, and 1NF, 2NF, like these questions. And coming to programming questions, in SQL they ask to find duplicates, to display duplicates in the table.
Okay.
And one analytics problem like SAM clock, like there were 2 SAM clocks, right? 4 kg and 7 kg. We need to get 9 kg in the end, like these questions. And the third is a manager round. They asked some like few basic questions. So totally my interview experience, like I have given 12 companies around. According to my experience, service-based companies basically ask 2 technical rounds, while product-based companies have 3 to 4 technical rounds. It depends on really performance is really important. Okay. They don't check data engineering tools like Hadoop, Spark, AWS for freshers. In my case, no any company asked me like Hadoop, Spark, AWS. They just majorly focused on Python and MySQL. In all interviews for freshers, they will ask only Python and SQL. Like I said, easy to medium questions in lead code. You can practice palindrome, prime numbers, like these questions. In SQL, like duplicates, highest salary, familiar one questions. That's it about my interview experience session.
And I think the interview experience you have shared, the different rounds and the different topics, that will also even help the audience. So it looks like companies didn't focus much on the typical programming stuff, right, Fayaz? Like asking too many programming questions, solve this and that, right?
Actually, Shashank, in Zoho, they asked data structures questions. Okay. In first round, they asked 5 problems in Python. Actually, I solved those 5 problems. Second technical round, they asked a tree question in matrices question. I couldn't solve that, but I got 2 traces out of 3. But unfortunately, I didn't selected in Zoho.
So let's wrap up this session with one last final question, Fayaz, and that is basically, what's your future plan, Fayaz? Like, in the data engineering domain after 5 years? What did you plan for you? And how would you motivate the folks who are in the same situation as like you?
Coming to my future plan, there is no, as of now, I didn't plan anything. I just plan like I could be a senior data engineer, a technical architect in future. Let's see what happens. And when I decided to move into IT, I researched a lot, right? Connected members to LinkedIn and taken suggestions from senior, right? So I would strongly recommend one thing for fellows who are listening this video. Follow a senior you like, whoever he may be, like he may be motivated person or he may be teacher, so that he may stop you when you are going in wrong way, right? Really we are excited candidates, probably we can do wrong, so he may guide us, right? So there is no impossible thing Shashank, really in this world.
Yep.
Research is really important, and research means not for data scientists, it's for everyone, right? We need to do research. If you are interested, you are good to go. There are no barriers to your dreams, right? Just hard work, consistency is really important. Plan your day accordingly. Nothing will happen in one night, Shashank. Yes, keep motivated yourself. No worries if you fail today, tomorrow is yours, right? Shashank bhai is the best example for you guys. I would suggest one thing to freshers: if you have gap, students as well, irrespective of your education, you can join CCBP. CCBP, it's a future development course. We have practitioners there. His placement supports with big tech giants like Amazon, Deloitte, Goldman Sachs, and many more companies as well. Here the language, there is no barrier to learn, like you can learn in your own mother tongue from top IITs, good support until you get placed, no particular time barrier. If you wish to join, you can reach out to me. I am really happy to clarify your doubts, and I am really happy, Shashank, to meet you, and I am here because like you guys motivated me. Thank you so much, Shashank, and from my side I request everyone to please subscribe this channel. Believe that Shashank by content will really help you in future, definitely.
He's the best example. And after watching this podcast, there shouldn't be any excuses in front of you. And if you are trying to make excuse that you cannot move into tech, probably you are just playing with your future. If there are some circumstances which are not avoidable, then it is fine. Else, like, there are no excuses. If he can do that, you guys can also do that. And I'm pretty sure that you guys are also feeling really motivated. So make sure to put your opinion and thoughts about Fayaz's journey in the comment section. So from my side and from the audience side, thank you so much, Fayaz, for joining us. So that's what I had for you guys in this podcast. I am pretty sure you would have enjoyed Fayaz's journey, how he actually moved from commerce to data engineering, and you are feeling motivated. I am damn sure. If yes, then make sure to like this video in really big numbers and share your thoughts, share your opinions in the comment section. Appreciate Fayaz's journey, his hustle, and also make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the notification icon. I will see you guys in the next weekend with another amazing podcast. Till then, just stay safe, stay home, take care of yourself and your family.